Welcome to Coinomics. Today I want to tell you all about Gala Games. Tell you a bit more about its founder and why we all should have confidence in him, and the developments of Gala Games. Why is Gala Games different from the other gaming platforms? Where will the price go? And where can you buy it from? As with anything else, I am not a financial advisor, so please do your own research. Before we deep dive into Gala Games, I want to have a quick look at what's happening to Bitcoin. It's not been a very pretty couple of weeks, let's just say. So since its high back in November, around 10th of November, when it was around $68,829, it has since dropped then by 34%, even dropped lower at one point. So it's been a rough couple of weeks, and the only thing I can think of what's been driving the negative trend is probably Evergrande, the kind of Chinese real estate, which nearly had half of the whole Chinese investment, and obviously with the fear and the likelihood to default on its bonds, there are probably other number of factors where other countries have also kind of shared some negative news. The most recent one today is that China bans cryptocurrency related short videos on various social platforms, again reducing the users being educated and aware of all what's happening around kind of Bitcoin, blockchain kind of technologies. So the crackdown has, what they say here is that the Chinese government has extended its crackdown on cryptocurrencies, this round targeting related short videos shared online. So the guidelines under the online short video content review standard rules of 2021 states that users should not share visual content promoting public participation in digital currencies, mining, trading and speculation. So I think the ban will apply to platforms including Douyin, ByteDance's Chinese version of TikTok, Kuaishou, messaging apps and micro-blogging platforms like WeChat. So I'm not quite sure how many times China has banned Bitcoin. So again, they're at it again. So let's see what happens. So I think this time, by limiting users getting educational materials around new technologies and how blockchain is helping achieve, making things a better place and so forth, I think they're trying to not get the users get to see them. So anyway, and the other new one is today. Well, is it today? Well, yeah, 9 hours ago. Again, the Reserve Bank of India requests board to impose a total ban on crypto. So the Reserve Bank of India has informed its central board that it supports a blanket ban on cryptocurrencies, as per persons close to the discussions at the central bank's board meeting on Friday, December 17th. So again, another central bank in another country where they want to kind of retain their fiat currency and ensure that newer technologies, blockchains and development in the country where it's needed, that they don't want their user base to kind of buy cryptocurrencies or get involved as such. So it will be interesting to see how the developments progress in India, because I know there's a lot of companies and a lot of people who are an advocate of using blockchain technologies and especially cryptocurrencies, where one good example would be where they have relatives, cousins abroad, and when they're transferring money across, banks tend to slap on a huge fee. With cryptocurrencies, the transfers can be fast, immediate, and the fees can be very low. So now let's go back to the charts. So as you can see here is that the Bitcoin dominance has been going down as well. So it looks like a lot of people have either been selling and moving over to other altcoins. Shorts are, well, they did go up. then obviously they all kind of got liquidated, went down. And the longs, looks like the longs are back in the game. They're all kind of assuming the fact that now they kind of bottomed out and we're kind of on the verge of going back up. So as of today, it looks like it's been kind of last few days is that people are in anticipation that of the price of going up as well for Bitcoin. But in terms of everything else, whilst Bitcoin is low, altcoins have been rising up. So in a form, could this be the decoupling of altcoins against Bitcoin itself? But then the Ethereum, when you look at Ethereum, even though it has done well, since its all-time high, it has gone down, but not as significantly as it would have done with other with Bitcoin in itself. So I think Ethereum is holding strong. In my view, I reckon once it hits past its kind of next resistance, that it may rally back up again with anticipation of ETH 2.0. Well, in the next year some point, and the dApps around it and the ecosystem around it, with it could, in my opinion, be comparable to kind of reach close to Bitcoin, maybe, with the ecosystem around Ethereum growing strength by strength. So something to keep a close eye on, and maybe we can do a video on that next time round. So let's get into Gala Games and tell you what it's all about. What is Gala Games? The Gala Games aims to take the gaming industry in a different direction by giving players back control over their games. Gala Games' mission is to make blockchain games you actually want to play. The project wants to change the fact that players can spend hundreds of dollars on in-game assets and countless hours spent playing the game, which could be taken away from them with a click of a button. It plans to reintroduce creative thinking into games by giving players control of the games and in-game assets with the help of blockchain technology. So if you look at Gala token here, the price is 0.4644. It has actually dropped since it was at its all-time high back in 25th, 26th November. So it has dropped since then, and obviously it's dropped in line with the whole kind of market in itself. And if you look at the, where's it gone? All-time high 0.8367. It's dropped dropped down by 44% since then. Current circulating supply is around 6.9 billion Gala tokens. The total supply around is 35 billion tokens of Gala. It's going around. In terms of what kind of platform is this running on, or blockchain? So the Gala token runs on Ethereum and on the Binance Smart Chain blockchain. The network is secured by its own set of nodes called Founders Nodes, and Gala Games specifies a maximum of 50,000 founder nodes that validate in-game transactions and secure the network. The nodes can also vote about which games are released to the Gala Games platform, and you can operate a node by purchasing an account and running it on your computer. Gala are rewarded to node operators according to a point system. So running a node for a minimum of 6 hours in cycles scores 1 point, and referrals running nodes for at least 6 hours scores 0.1 points. And at the time of the distribution, all of the points are added up, and Gala is split between those kind of points itself. So let's have a look at Gala Games. Here is Gala Games. So when you go to its page, this is the front page. Townstar, it's favorite game that they have. It's one of their beacon games that they're promoting. They also have a number of other games which are still in development, or others which have already come out, where people can go in and start to play the game. So in in here, you can go in here. They have, if you want to set up your own node to help support the Gala Games ecosystem, you can go in there and be part of the the community and the ecosystem, which you will get rewards as well. They also have a Discord channel, which is really good and active and live as well. They also have NFTs, so you can go ahead and purchase these with your Gala tokens. And you can see here with a list of things that's been sold. So the top sellers, as you can see, the land, which is being sold as NFTs to the games as well. So for each of the games that they're promoting, you'll have NFTs being sold as well. So if you look at the type of range of games they have, again, remember, Gala is the platform where a lot of the games will look to sit on its platform, where people can use Gala as tokens to use with in-game assets. And it's, check this out, recent news. So if you go to the game section, if it loads up, so here is a list of all its games they have. So you can either go ahead and start to download and play these. So they've actually got quite a few already. Townstar is one of their ones that they are promoting heavily, and it's really out there in terms of marketing, which I've seen as well. And I think with these as well, with some in development and some being pending in node vote, so this is in development. But if you look at some of the qualities of the games that they're doing, you've actually kind of see this is a lot more different than some of the existing games that we see out there, where some could be very the quality of it could does not match the expectations that people are thinking of. So hopefully with these games, once they're developed, they'll be reach the expectation that people would have when they're playing good quality games, and obviously be rewarded through an ecosystem which people can buy and trade assets online. So if we look at Townstar, so Townstar is a game which you can go in and you can probably start to play yourself with its website. And then you can look at some of the NFT assets which they have, and then you can start to trade in their own kind of ecosystem and coins in itself. So do go into the website. There's quite a lot of you can check out their website and also go through some of the NFTs and how you can play the game in Townstar as well. So I think the intent here, I think the earlier you are in the kind of game itself in Townstar, you can start to go ahead and start to be part of the growing early stages in the development of the game, where you have the added advantage of you won't have too much competition. You may not have too much pressure around too much pressure around people selling assets at a high price when the demand is low for it as well. So good opportunity to get in and also just check it out really. Let's have a quick look at the video about Townstar and understand what it's all about. Well, the one I'm most excited about is this one here. So let me just set it up for you. So watch this. That looks awesome, the trailer to the game. So reading the description here, it says you need to survive in this harsh reality by doing whatever it takes. So you got to scavenge for supplies and construct your new home. Team up with allies, compete against maniacal foes, and always be aware of the dead. So I'm assuming whatever you collect, you can turn these into different types of objects, maybe, or NFTs, and you start to trade and exchange with other people that you meet here. So it'll be interesting to see how it all works out on this one. Who are the founders of Gala Games? So Gala Games was founded by Eric Schiermeyer, who was the co-founder of Zynga, a popular social and mobile games company. Under Schiermeyer's leadership, Zynga launched popular hits like Poker, Mafia Wars, and Farmville. So Schiermeyer, who has a reputation for working on cutting edge of gaming, launched Gala Games back in July 2019 to create a blockchain-based game network and give players more ownership of their games. So, in total, I believe there are around 60 employees for under Gala Games. So when you look at his profile and his experience, without a doubt, in Zynga, we are all aware of some of the games that he's that they developed under his leadership, and the growth they had, and just globally how they just dominated the world of some of the kind of popular games and that were on mobile devices, and how people were also at the time buying their the coins related to kind of the games that they had to kind of progress rapidly forward into their kind of ecosystem of the game. So yeah, looking forward to underneath his leadership in terms of how Gala Games progresses as well. Okay, let's have a look at Gala and its price prediction and statistics. So we know back in 26th of November, the price went up to around 81 cents. All-time high, 83 cents. So that was just literally not too long ago. And when we look at the statistics around number of holders, the total addresses and unique addresses that hold the assets in the network has been increasing significantly since just over a month ago, with 35,875 holders back in November the 20th to now we have 71,442 total addresses. So the statistics here, you have top 10 holders only around 53.75%. Top 20 holders 61.5% as well. So a lot of people are getting to know about Gala, about its project, its ecosystem, and are looking to buying from the looks of it with the wallets that's there. And if we look at the historical data around the volume, on the daily volume, you can see it has from 1.4 billion being kind of exchange with the volume going through of well, December alone on some of the days, and obviously with the recent dump, it could be people who are buying or selling, and the volume has kind of gone down a lot less. So it's active, it's progressing well. You know, there's a lot more news now coming out in terms of Gala Games, with different agencies sharing some updates on it as well. So if you look at the analysis done on CoinMarketCap, it's bearish at the moment given the whole ecosystem and everything, you know, happening in Bitcoin at the moment. I'm not surprised it's bearish, but when you look at the network growth, it has been growing. Total money coming in, obviously, it's only slightly down by 0.22%. You know, large transactions have not been coming in as well. So, given the whole market, you know, the challenges being faced in the market at the moment. So, with that in mind, you know, I think Gala Games, with its perspectives, you know, it will be a very, you know, and a coin that you may want to consider to go in if you're looking at its development long term, in terms of the games that they're looking to kind of put in its ecosystem. And then when we then look at the news, there's a recent news lately, you know, Ethereum whales are accumulating new gaming altcoin in huge amounts, and it's not Axie Affinity, Decentraland, or the Sandbox. It's recognizing that the, you know, based on the crypto tracker well stats, that Gala Games accounts for nearly 1% of total holdings, a whopping $519.5 million dollars. That's come out. So a lot more to come out from Gala Games, in my opinion. Yeah, if you're looking to buy, go over to KuCoin or Binance. It's best to check what best entry price you want to get it at before you buy it. So Gala.x is the ticker name, and make sure you have your USDT in your wallet before you purchase. So as you can see, based on the recent fib retracement, you can see it kind of hit its resistance line here, and it's kind of pulling back. So you may want to see, you know, if this support line here, whether it will bounce back up or not. So yeah, so do look for a good entry price rather than buy at the market rate. And then based on your analysis, whether you want to use a fib retracement or do some sort of trend lines to see how the momentum is, you know, kind of going over a period of time, and then go ahead and bid for it. So yeah, so happy trading, and if you like this video, do like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.